part of the day, we will going to visit another spot, Kapileshwari. So in this beautiful temple of Kamaleshwar is there, but after looking at the temple, you will find that the architecture of the temple, the construction of the temple, the ventilation of the temple, the location of the temple, everything is super fine. But not a single line you will find about the mention of this temple. The Dr. V.T. Gune, who was the editor of the Gazetteer of Goa, so he, while describing about the Kapileshwari temple, you know the Kapileshwar temple which is there in Koni ward of Kavli is the presiding deity of this village, and because of this the village also got the name Kapilgram. So as per the tradition, there is a story that the Shiva in Kapileshwari was worshipped with the 1,000 lotus. So because of that, worshipping Shiva with the 1,000 lotus, he became popular as a Kamleshwar. So afterward, because of the mismanagement, might be the perennial water body that was supporting the lake tank became dried up, and the lotus also disappeared, and temple also gone into oblivion. So no one was knowing about the temple. So afterward, this temple was renovated by the king called Kapil, and after his effort, this temple became popular as a Kapileshwar. The Shivlinga that was installed there afterward became popular as a Kapileshwar. So because of the Shivlinga installed by the ruler called Kapil, it is believed that the Shivlinga is popular as a Kapileshwar. Earlier, the same deity was known as a Kamleshwar as per the V.T. Gune, and there is no mention about his temple in V.T. Gune's gazetteer. So this temple, if you look, you will find, if you just climb, trekking for example, trekking, hiking, those who want to organize, please take the note that organize the trekking, hiking in a such a way that it will lead to the exploration, new exploration. For example, if you start climbing this hillock, you will reach in the Badegram, got it, no? And you will see the beautiful temple of the sun god. Sun god temple is there. I don't know. Yes, sun god temple is there because in Goa, if you go to Uzgaon, Par Uzgaon, you will find he is worshipped as a Martanda Bhairav. One of the beautiful temple of the sun was there in the Margaon, where you today you can see the Holy Spirit Church, and Holy Spirit Church is the beautiful example. Got it, no? And you can see how if you during the summer observe the entry of the sunlight into the church, study it properly, you will find the location of the temple. So the location of the temple was such that it is the place where the sun temple was there, and the sculpture of the sun you can see in ASI Museum, Archaeological Survey of India's museum is there at Old Goa. So you go there, got it, and see the study the sculpture, got it, no? So now you can hear the sound of the Malabar giant squirrel. Malabar giant squirrel is there, making the sound on the top of the tree. Malabar giant squirrel is the mammal. It is the state animal of Maharashtra. And Bhima Shankar actually was known for this creature, and people in Goa were not aware about it. But when you know the Barwe family in Honda phoned me early in the morning and complained that one big animal is creating problem for us. So I, along with the Amrut Singh, visited the place and found the animal was trapped inside. It was afterward rescued. It was a Malabar giant squirrel. So that is the first photograph we got about the Malabar giant squirrel in Goa. And Malabar giant squirrel is called shekru, and many people, actually hunter, poacher, love this animal. They kill it for the meat. So you can see this area has uh, presence of different animals, and this is the unique place in Goa where you can see most of the trees. For example, why I am telling you, I have no expectation. Only thing that I want that you people should sensitize, and you are the teacher, you are the organizer, you are somebody in the society who can teach your student, who can guide the people that protecting all this tree is very important. Unless and until, got it, no? So you may be aware that just a few days back, our movement was successful in getting notifying the 25 villages of Sawantwadi and Dodamag as a eco-sensitive area. Why eco-sensitive area? Because unless and until you identified some area as eco-sensitive, protect them, very difficult to get the water. Because of this ESA protection, the notification is issued by the government of Maharashtra, and who is benefiting? Goa is benefiting, because two of the rivers of Goa, out of 11 rivers, two rivers are rising in Sawantwadi Dudamag belt. One river is Terekol River. Terekol River starts in Manorgarh. Got it? No, it comes down, and perennial spring that brings the large quantum of the sweet water is coming from Dhavli. So both these join together and then comes down, and you can see, if you just go and taste the water, you will find even drinking this water will quench my thirst. So forest is very important. Here also you can see the trees which are there, they are providing us water. So because of these trees, you can see the spring is perennial. So just make the list of the tree, write a letter to the government, write a letter to the forest minister, write a letter to the chief conservator of forest, write letter to the church institute, write letter to the temple priest. Tell them that these trees are very important. For example, there are you sitting under the tree which is called Madachapa. Got it, no? Because most of the time the flowers are used for decorating the dead person body. But in Goa, the flower has very important. Sapar Kumre Chadala. Got it, no? Utar Utar, the name will be there. And Tayari Kare, sister name will be there. So Sapar Kumre Chadala. So this is Chapo. Got it, no? So Chapo is not the Indian tree. It came from outside India. We love those trees which came from outside India, and we have given zero value to Indian trees, except those trees that are considered as a sacred. For example, people, word, got it, no? Or Audumbar, we have given importance because Audumbar is associated with the Datta Maharaj. Got it, no? So each deity associated, because people were aware, our ancestors were very intelligent, they were aware that if you protect this tree, then only you will get the blessing of the God. For example, when I visited the Holy Spirit Church and asked the priest who was there about the tree, he told me to come after 2 days. So after 2 days when I gone there, he was unable to tell me about the name of the tree. But when I want to know exact the name of the tree, so I carried out the search and I found the dried pod. So immediately I came to the conclusion that this is the Sterculina foetida tea. Sterculina foetida is actually the jungly badam. Now we are only aware about the badam that are coming from outside India. Got it, no? Our children, unless and until a teacher can take the help of our volunteer and organize nature trail wherein the children will be aware about the jungly badam. They will aware about, there is a one tree called Kaushi tree. So Kaushi tree during this time bear the saffron color flower, very small flower. But after 15 days of flowering, if you just visit it, you will find the badam is without any outer cover, it is in between leaf with the Kaushi, and Kaushi is in a large number on Kadamba plateau. Got it? Now I am telling you the location. If you go there, you will find this Kaushi tree. So Kaushi tree carries badam. Got it? Now with the leaf, there is no need to remove. You can eat the directly badam. It is ready for it, eating. So in the same way, if you just move in this area, no, you will find hundreds of terrain. That is why both sides of this hillock you will find the perennial water bodies. So this is the Shiva worship in the form of the Kamleshwar. Now, who is this Kamleshwar? So Kamleshwar, actually we always associate the Kamal, the lotus flower, with the Vishnu. Got it, no? And Lakshmi, the goddess of the prosperity. We always believe that she is born in the lotus. So that is why she is called Pankaja. Got it, no? Who is born in the swampy area is called Pankaja. So now why this name is associated with the Shiva? So if you start from the Uttarakhand, start from the Kashmir, go till the Tamil Nadu, you will find the Kamleshwar temples are there. For example, in Karnataka, there are important seat, but the most important seat in Uttarakhand is at Srinagar, where Kamleshwar Mahadev temple is there. So most of this Kamleshwar temple, there is a story that all the gods, after fighting battle with the demon, they all were defeated and they were totally in a trouble. So all of them paid visit to Lord Vishnu and requested Lord Vishnu to save them from the wrath of the demon. So at this time, Vishnu made the attempt, but there was no way he could defeat the demon. So that is why he undertook tapasya, penance, long, and every day he was doing the puja. So the special puja was performed wherein he collected 1000 lotus flowers and was worshipping. At this time, one flower from that the Shiva made it disappear. So he could not immediately get the flower for offering. So during that time, the eye is also called as a Kamal. So Vishnu offered his one of the eye, and that pleased the Shiva, and Shiva appeared, and then Shiva from that day onward became popular as a Kamleshwar. This is a mythological story, but who is Shiva? Shiva is finally the god who is protecting our water bodies, and that is why here the Kamleshwar temple is established. Now, if you just go back in Bori village, got it, no? In Bori village, there is the temple of Navadurga. As per tradition, Navadurga temple, got it, no? You should read the account of the Navadurga deity written by B.B. Borkar. In Marathi, he has written excellent article. Autobiographic sketches are there in writing. So if you read that article, you will find the reference of the Navadurga deity. But as per the Viti Gune's account, the goddess Navadurga was established in the Bori during the period of the Kadamba, and Kadamba Queen Kamla Devi was instrumental in establishing the Navadurga temple, but there is no any inscription available. But if you just go around the Navadurga temple, you will find remnants of the another temple, and if you ask the people will tell you that this is the Kamleshwar. So in the complex of Navadurga, there is one more Kamleshwar temple, and this is Kamleshwar is the representation of the Shiva. So it is said that Shiva Chitta Permadi Dev, who was ruling over Goa in 1147, in 1150 he established the Kamleshwar temple there. And this temple also established this side by the Kadamba ruler. Got it, no? And if you see the original structure, it is there, photo is there. Just go and see the old photograph 50 years ago. got it, no? So it tells you the how was the temple, and if you just off the fan, you will find that it is very cooling and soothing there. And here you can see water is there, very tasty water. Actually, we are the state in India which is blessed by the thirst quenching spring. And another Shivlinga, old Shivlinga of this temple, you have to go this way. Halata dolata aile ek kegadiche bonago. So you will find the kegdi flowers, and during the Mahashivratri, this kegdi blossom, kegdi is the pandamus variety, pandamus percate. So this it bears the flowers inside the thorny, leaves are there, blade like leaves. So inside that you will find this kevda or kegdi. So kegdi is there, and this kegdi was inside the area where perrenial water was available. So as after independence, no effort was made by the educated classes, because we are taught along with the English model. So we never studied anything called water table. We are totally unaware about the Gajdar, Jalsunda. Gajdars were the people who were actually invited by the villagers, and they were coming, they were looking at the what type of the tree cover, and they were telling to the owner, you dig just 5 meters and you will get the water. So how they were telling, without any satellite images, without any engineering skill, based on the tree cover. So understanding the trees are very important, and that will provide you the knowledge about the water sources. So there was one, I will tell you one story. One of the botany professor wanted my help. Got it. No, I have not done any botany. So she told me that one of the topmost scientists of Goa have given the report, and because of that report, it was possible to build a bridge. So she filed a case in the High Court, and then she invited me, and I gave one report. Based on that report, the High Court passed the judgment, and till this date, bridge didn't become the reality. So how I filed a report based on the tree cover, different type of the. For example, I have seen that the salt water was there, so salt water intrusion was there, and there I found the salt tolerant varieties there. So based on that, I filed a report, and the construction not became the reality. So in the same way, there is need to understand the tree cover. So if you just walk this way, you will find a Shivlinga there, and you also will see the kegdi. So kegdi, wherever kegdis are there, so don't mean misconception about the kegdi. Kegdi and Bodgini are two different. Kegdi bears the fragrance flowers, whereas Bodgini does not bear such type of the flower. Their flowers are totally different, but their fruits is used for medicine, and it is tied during the Matoli festival, Matoli, Ganesh Chaturthi. So based on the whatever tree cover, it is certain that this area was having beautiful forest, and because of this forest, you can see this temple was established. This temple was established in such a way that it should not cause any harm to the water table. So if you see the location of the temple, see the tank here, got it, no? And spring. So everything was efficiently managed. But today how we are building, got it, no? So I was invited in Chorla to see the temple, and I was telling them that your temple was built in such a way that on a particular occasion in the March, the sunlight were entering directly and falling on the Shivlinga. In the same way, if you go to the Someshwar temple, which is there in Kurdi, you will find the sunlight was entering and falling on the Shivling on a particular day. So this is unique tradition. People build the temple as per the astronomy and astrology. So there is need that we have engineers here, we have teachers here. So that is the only intention of me organizing this Parikrama. So this is the 24th Parikrama we completed 2 years, got it, no? So now after this Parikrama, we will assemble at Sanjeevan for just 10 minutes, and from 10 minutes we will go to again Bhagwati, where the Behre family will going to offer us a very nice prasad of goddesses. So it is not sweet, but it is a true Goan prasad will be offered to us. So any question you can ask, and for 10 minutes we will assemble in Sanjeevan.